Hey, small group disciplers, just wanted to send you this quick video just highlighting a pro tip of the week. You know, this time of the year is such a sweet time because you've built such deep friendships, doing life together, love through laughter. There's this sense of connection with one another. And through it, you've been leaning into this idea of walking together in your faith. As C.S. Lewis says, you know, those who are looking just for a friend can never find one, but we found this deeper connection and intimacy with one another through the leaning on each other in the pursuit of Jesus. Now, some of them may not be at that place where they're really pursuing Jesus yet. And I encourage you to use this moment to think through that challenge moment. Give them an opportunity to respond to the gospel in your own life, to really give them a decision moment. But you know, hopefully at this point we're pursuing our friends in the community of Chi Alpha and in the Christian community in our lives, and we're inviting our guys and our girls to pursue us as we pursue our community, as much as we're pursuing them and inviting our community to do that with them. You know, this is a good time of year to shift kind of our mindset that way towards what they really need is starting to connect with that larger community. But as we're doing that, we're in this season where it's really sweet. We have just deeper relationships. And how we minister in these moments is important. That, you know, I'm not maybe always the most intuitive in my relationships, and so I have to think more intentionally because it's not as intuitive sometimes to me. And if this is helpful, you know, this is something that just for me is really helpful to think through, like, hey, am I trying to draw as deep as I want to in my relationships and in my interactions? And I'm realizing if that there's things in an interaction, in a conversation, that if I'm doing these things, I feel like I'm really starting to connect at a deeper level. And one of them is like just love through laughter. That we need that. We need that sense. There's life-giving through just expressing that. But also, am I regularly expressing honor? And I'm always trying in every interaction that I can to just say something of honor, not just celebration or challenge, but honor, like, hey, this is what I see in you. But then also, third, am I speaking honor? Celebration and challenge sometimes. You know, there's this idea that celebration and challenge is the expression of what we're honoring. When I say, man, last night I saw you just praying for one of the guys after Outpost or after our small group meeting, and man, God just made you to be a man of prayer. I can see it. I can see the way that you're just connecting to the Lord when you do that. And I just want to like celebrate with you, like, hey, I really appreciate when you were ministering to that guy after a small group. Now, I just want to tell you, like, I challenge you, do that every week. Do that every week. You know, sometimes challenge doesn't have to be something that's like confrontation. Confrontation is so often the result of a community that isn't challenging, celebrating, and expressing honor to one another. And so it becomes the result of sin in our lives because we haven't gotten into that place of like really pushing each other along the way. But life, you know, love through laughter, honor, celebration, and challenge. And then for those that are appropriate, it's a sense of confession. Like, man, here's the real battle in my life. Here's the real struggle. Here's where things fell short in my life, and walking through that together. You know, Joel, tomorrow night, we're going to be in the trees area, outdoor outpost. We're going to end this year the way we started. But you know, we realized, like, hey, we're going to just kind of talk through some of this more tomorrow night. Joel's got a great message. But the art of conversation, are we drawing as deep as we are desiring to go with one another? And what does that look like? And I think the most life-giving relationships are ones that are intentional to pursue each other in the ways that really matter. And those are just some of those, maybe some of the ways that I've realized are really helpful to me to think through, like, am I pushing closer to each other? Because that pursuit of Jesus comes from us leaning on each other as we seek after our Lord together. Hey, see you tomorrow night.